Anna had always been impulsive, and tonight proved no exception. She stood outside the neon-lit club, arms crossed, foot tapping impatiently at the concrete as her friends clustered around her. They buzzed about the handsome men inside, about drinks, about music, but none of that mattered. Anna had a mission. Her parents were demanding she meet yet another, promising young businessman they had chosen for her. A perfectly polished, perfectly wealthy, perfectly insufferable man. And Anna was done with it. She wanted to show them something different. She wanted to show them that money meant nothing to her. She wanted them to finally listen. So when a tall man in a tattered jacket and worn boots leaned against the lamppost nearby, she saw an opportunity, one she definitely should have thought through longer. "Hey," she said boldly, stepping toward him. He lifted his gaze, gray-blue eyes, calm, tired, sharp. "Yeah, my friends think you want to spend the night with me," she blurted. He blinked, startled. "What?" She groaned. This was not going according to plan. "Not like that. I need someone to come with me to dinner, to meet my parents." He raised an eyebrow. "Paying people to pretend to date you?" "No." "Well, maybe." She sighed. "Look, it's complicated." "How much?" he asked, tone flat. Her friends gasped dramatically. "Anna, don't tell me." $3,000, she said impulsively, hands on her hips, daring him to refuse. But instead of looking greedy, he simply stared at her for a long moment. "And then, give the money to your friends," he said softly. "I'll go with you for free." Her friends shrieked. Anna froze. "What? Why?" He shrugged. "You look upset, and I don't like seeing people pushed around." Something in his voice, quiet, steady, honest, disrupted her breath. "Okay," she whispered, surprised at her own trust. "Get in the car." As they drove away, she glanced at him. He sat straight, hands folded neatly, still smelling faintly of rain and smoke from the street. Not afraid, not nervous, just present. "I'm Anna," she said. "Nicholas." "Well, Nicholas," she said, "you're about to become the main character of my entire night." He smiled faintly, as if amused. "If you say so." Anna had no idea yet how right she was. A makeover and a mystery. The moment they stepped into her apartment, her best friend Maya practically exploded. "Anna, who is this gorgeous disaster?" Maya demanded, circling Nicholas like a stylist circling a mannequin. "A homeless man," Anna announced proudly. Nicholas coughed. "I prefer temporarily unhoused." "Sure," Maya said, "but with that bone structure, my God." "Stand still." Nicholas endured the shower, the haircut, the borrowed suit, and Maya's relentless commentary with saint-like patience. When he stepped out again, even Anna had to catch her breath. His jawline was sharp, his eyes brighter, his posture different. He looked like someone who belonged in magazines, not under bridges. "This is ridiculous," Anna muttered. "Nobody will believe you're well, you." Nicholas smirked. "Is that good or bad?" She felt heat crawling up her cheeks. "It's helpful for the plan." But Maya was staring at Nicholas with narrowed eyes. "Wait," she whispered. "How did you get Harry, my landlord, to back down earlier?" "He hates everyone." Nicholas froze. Anna's head snapped toward him. "Yeah, about that. How did he know you?" He turned away, adjusting the cuffs of the suit. "It's nothing important." "Nothing important." Maya scoffed. "He nearly fainted when you spoke to him." Nicholas gave a tight smile. "I used to know him. From a different time." Anna frowned. Something about him felt inconsistent, something in the way he carried himself, in the smoothness of his speech, in the way he read people instantly. A man used to holding power, not begging for change. Who was he? But there was no time for questions. Her parents were expecting her. "Ready?" she asked. Nicholas offered his arm. "As I'll ever be." The dinner disaster. Anna's parents lived in a house so large it looked more like a museum. High ceilings, glass walls, shimmering floors. And right there at the front door stood the man she despised most, Jason Dealer, the arrogant investment heir her parents insisted she should marry. "Anna," Jason said with a smile that never touched his eyes. "Lovely night, isn't it?" "It was," she snapped, sliding her hand into Nicholas. "Until now." Jason's expression tightened. "And who is this?" "Nicholas," she said proudly. "He and I are together." Nicholas bowed politely. "Pleasure to meet you." Jason scoffed. "Right, a charity case. Very funny." Anna bristled. "He is not a charity case." "No." Jason leaned closer, whispering venom. "Reject me again, and I'll buy your father's company and destroy it. Your whole family will beg me for mercy." "Don't test me, Anna. You can't afford to." Nicholas stepped forward smoothly, placing himself between them. "I think," he said quietly, "you should stop talking." Jason froze. "And who exactly do you think you?" Nicholas leaned in. "Someone who knows you don't have nearly as much power as you pretend." Jason paled. Anna's mother gasped. Her father nearly choked on his wine. Because now, up close, they recognized him. Not the suit, not the haircut, the eyes. "Nicholas," her father whispered. "Nicholas Flamel." Anna blinked. Who? Nicholas sighed softly. I guess the secret's out. Jason stumbled backward in shock. The Nicholas Flamel. The millionaire who gave away his entire fortune. Nicholas nodded. Anna stared at him, stunned. You gave away all your money? Yes. Why? He looked at her gently. Because the people around me only cared about the money, not me. I got tired of pretending, tired of being used. Anna swallowed, heart pounding. You lived homeless for a year on purpose. To see the world without filters, he said softly. To understand what mattered. And you chose to come with me, she whispered, for free. Yes. Then he added, with a rare smile, money doesn't tempt me anymore. Jason sputtered, face red. This is ridiculous. Nicholas stepped closer, voice cold. If you try to threaten her, or her family again, you will find out how powerful a man with nothing left to lose can be. Jason fled the dining room. Anna's parents, embarrassed and shaken, mumbled half-hearted apologies, but Anna barely heard them. Her gaze stayed locked on Nicholas, the strange, beautiful, impossible man who had walked into her life by accident. Finally choosing each other, they walked outside after dinner, the night quiet around them. Moonlight softened Nicholas' features, making him look younger, gentler. I'm sorry I lied, he said suddenly. I didn't want you to treat me differently. Anna shook her head. You didn't lie. You just didn't tell me. And you owed me nothing. I owe you honesty, he said firmly. You're the first person I've met in years who wanted something other than money. Someone who wanted love. Her heart fluttered. You heard me, didn't you? In the car, when I said I just wanted to fall in love. Yes, he whispered. They stood close now. Too close. Anna's hands trembled. You ruined my plan. You know, she murmured. How? I only needed you to pretend to be my date. But now, she swallowed. Now I can't stop thinking about you. Nicholas stepped closer, voice soft. Good, because I can't stop thinking about you either. A quiet breeze passed between them, rustling her dress, lifting his hair. I don't care about your past, she whispered. Not the money, not the mystery. I just care about you. And I care about you, he said, taking her hand. More than I expected, more than I know what to do with. She leaned against him, resting her forehead on his chest. Nicholas, she said softly. Yes. Will you spend the night with me? She breathed the words carefully, gently. I mean just being here, talking, existing, not anything else. He laughed, warm and relieved. Yes, I'd like that. They walked home hand in hand. No roles, no disguises, no pretenses. Just two people who had finally found each other. Anna didn't know what tomorrow would bring. Neither did Nicholas. But for the first time, both of them felt something rare, a night worth keeping. A night where love weighed more than money. A night that would change everything. And that finally was enough.